What are the rules for NHL Expansion Draft protected players? Have you ever wondered how teams protect their best players during an NHL Expansion Draft? Let's break down the rules that govern who gets to stay and who might be at risk. In an NHL Expansion Draft, existing teams must submit a list of protected players. This is a strategic move to ensure that the new expansion team cannot select certain key players. Teams have two main options for protecting their players. They can choose to protect 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and 1 goaltender. Alternatively, they can protect 8 skaters, which can be a mix of forwards and defensemen, along with 1 goaltender. Now, there are some players who automatically must be protected. If a player has a no-movement clause in their contract and refuses to waive it, they must be included in the protection list. This can complicate things for teams, as they must account for these players in their overall strategy. Certain players are exempt from being selected and do not count toward the protection limits. This includes all first- and second-year professional players and unsigned draft picks. This exemption allows teams to keep their young talent safe as they build their rosters. However, teams also have responsibilities. They must expose a minimum number of players who meet specific criteria. This ensures that the expansion team has a reasonable pool to choose from. For instance, teams must expose at least 2 forwards and 1 defenseman who are under contract for the upcoming season. These players must have played a minimum of 40 NHL games in the previous season or 70 games over the last 2 seasons. Additionally, teams must expose at least 1 goaltender who is either under contract or a restricted free agent that has received a qualifying offer. The expansion team is required to select 1 player from each existing team, with some exceptions like the previous expansion team. This selection must adhere to positional and contract requirements. These rules are designed to strike a balance between protecting a team's core players and providing the expansion team with a competitive roster foundation. Teams must make careful decisions about which players to protect, considering contract status, experience, and positional needs. This process not only shapes the new team's composition but also influences player movement across the league. Understanding these rules can give fans a clearer picture of the dynamics at play during an NHL expansion draft.